Welcome to the February 20th edition of Friday Night Blows. Bockfest, the 4th annual Bockfest Blows. We have Warren Trefz here, gaffing up front, with a whole team of assistants in the back.
We're going to start out with the horns. We're going to make them first. We'll store them in the garage, keep them hot. Then we'll start making the head and the neck of the piece. And once we get back onto the punty with the finished shaping, the horns will be the last thing to be stuck on before we put the piece away. Okay, George. River City Works was originally founded as a community access studio, and so this is sort of our way of like continuing that and giving back not only to the students of the Art Academy and the consortium, like NKU and UC students in here and Xavier. So it's not only that we're able to give back to them, but we can give back to our local community through these Friday Night Blows, and it's just like snowball, and it's been a blast. Because every time it gives us a challenge too. It's something new, something different. We keep the goat theme for the Bockfest, but it's like, okay, what kind of goat are we going to do this year? What are we going to do different? And it keeps us interested in it too.
I don't know if it's like a little bit of the bar atmosphere comes in here or whatnot, but everyone's just in a good mood. Brings out a big crowd. I like all the ones. We did one with Happens Toy Lab. It's like a kids toy thing. And that one was really fun because they really brought a big crowd out. But Arnold's always brings a big crowd out. And it's no fun to do it if there's not that many people here, It's like, it's all about the show. Yeah.
I think what happens is that I work with Warren so frequently that it's easy for the two of us to communicate with each other without screaming or explaining too much. So it's not necessarily that I'm the go-to guy, just more of a ease of communication type thing.
Most people think of glass blowing of like just blowing bottles and vases and stuff like that, but that's actually sculpting. And I mean, this looks more like sculpture, but we're using the same techniques that we use if we made a bottle or a cup or a vase like that. You can go in and add bit work on. You can add feet and more recognizable objects onto it, but it's still the same process. The temperatures have got to be right for the mating parts. Your thicknesses have got to correspond, because if they don't, one piece is if it's really thin, it's going to heat up and collapse before your main body does. So it's the same balancing act. It's just with the vase or the cup or the goblet, it's a more recognizable, like everyday object. So people look at that as like glass blowing, not sculpting, but it's the same thing as us cranking out the goat head.
So when we transferred it from the blowpipe to the secondary rod, that's what's called a punty or a puntile, and we'll take that little piece that was left on the bottom. It's what's called a sculpture punty, so the bottom is still holding some of the material that was on the punty. So we'll have to grind that off and polish it, and then we'll bring it to Arnold's.
Guys like don't drop it on me.
Bockfest 09, everyone. Warren Trefz, ladies and gentlemen. Warren Trefz.